Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is John Irwin. This is Excelsior Entertainments, and judging by some of those shots that you've just seen, you can probably guess where my starting point is today. It's Newmillerdam near Wakefield, of course, and if you're a visitor from Barnsley you'll know exactly where it is. Our walk today, well, it's just over 13 miles. We're going to head from here towards Haigh, down towards Kexborough, near to Cawthorne, Silkstone, over the top there, through the woods, across the Barnsley to Huddersfield railway line, down to Dodworth bottom and onto the Pennine trail and home. We've got various things to see on the way there, including a World War I memorial chapel, and various bits and pieces like the Silkstone Waggonway and the church at Silkstone as well, and also bits and pieces in between. So, if you've nothing better to do this Tuesday, join me on this walk. So, switch to the 360 camera. I'm now heading towards essentially Haigh. I think this road is called Intake Lane, and you can see that I'm looking ahead and making sure I can hear behind me if there are any vehicles coming. As you can see there, it's looking quite bright, so I suspect that this is going to be quite sunny and quite exposed until we get down to the Haigh roundabout. For some reason the battery on the Insta360 X3 is on half a life. I've got a spare battery in my bag, but anyway, here we go. As you can see, bright and sunny, so I'm gonna try and find somewhere to have a sit down and rejig myself. Well, not quite got to Haigh because, well, the temperature, my goodness. So I've stopped here near this mobile phone tower, having a drink. It's shaded, and just going to have 10 minutes. Then head along to the crossroads at Haigh, get some 360 stuff, and then down Haigh Lane to the bottom where the Haigh roundabout and the motorway is. Have another rest there, I think. Right then, here I am, just outside the entrance to the old post office at Haigh. I wonder why it's called the old post office. Anyway, when I calculated this map and this route, when I looked on Google Maps, this was a 4-mile marker. So what have I got to do? Another 9 mile, and absolutely loving it. Yeah, had a rest under the bridge by the M1 down there at Haigh roundabout. Now taking this main road here, heading towards Darton, but not going that way. Going to take a right hand turning up through Kexborough and then take a back road down towards Cawthorne. We're not quite going that far, but we're going to join one of those public footpaths and head down towards the Silkstone Waggonway. I'm going to join that halfway. So, onwards and upwards. Well, I managed to make my way up from the old post office down there at Haigh, came up and through Kexborough. I'm just about to head down this road off to my right. It's called Cawthorne Lane. Not quite going down to Cawthorne, but going to take some public footpaths down there. Got my socks pulled up because if I've learnt anything over the years, you always get whipped, nettled, lacerated. And we're basically heading down coming across a few public footpaths, and we're going to end up joining the Silkstone Waggonway as we head into Silkstone at the 8-mile mark. Come on, let's continue. Well, made it down here, came across all those public footpaths, and here I am on the Silkstone Waggonway. Now, in my bag, I've got my Amazon Kindle, and it's full of facts and figures about today's walk, all about Newmillerdam and Haigh, Kexborough, you know, that kind of thing. Information that I was going to read out to camera, but so busy, lots of things to do, and I'm not saying time is upon us, but you know, so what I thought I'd do is pop the information on screen. So if you don't know what the Silkstone Waggonway is, well, look at some information on screen. Anyway, we are rapidly heading towards the village of Silkstone and the 8-mile mark. And then from there we'll have a look at the church, All Saints Church, and then we will head up into the Silverwood Scout Camp area, because in there is a Barnsley Pals Memorial Chapel and stone for the Yorks and Lancaster Pals regiments from the First World War, so that'll be interesting to see. I've never seen them before. I sort of stumbled across their locations when researching this route, so we'll see you in Silkstone. Right then, so finally made it to the graveyard at All Saints Church in Silkstone. It's not a race, I believe it's around about 4:15 in the afternoon. I believe I set off from Newmillerdam about 10:30 this morning. I haven't put the windsock on the microphone. I'm a little bit tired, not completely on my knees, but my feet are beginning to and ah, or in the very least hum, and we're just about 8 miles, so I'm going to go over there near the petrol station and get some photographs of the Silkstone Waggonway little memorial cart, and then make my way up to the Barnsley Pals Memorial Chapel and Stone. See you shortly. Well then, what can I say? We are knocking out the miles. Came up from Silkstone village, got to the site where I found the Barnsley Pals Memorial Chapel and the stone. I've crossed the railway line and I'm now heading towards the Pennine trail, basically the top of Dodworth bottom, down and onto the trail which is a 10-mile mark, and then back down to Worsbrough, which I know is a further 3 miles. So we're on the downhill go, aren't we? Let's go for it. Now then, 6:15, and see that tree line down there? Well, that's the Trans-Pennine Trail, which I'm going to go down this field. I'm going to join. And halfway down this field is a 10-mile mark, and the 13-mile mark is essentially Wigfield Farm and Worsbrough Res. So, I've got 3 miles, pretty much, back down to the bottom of the trail. Anyway, we're still at it, so come on, we're on the last leg, aren't we? Well then, there you go. Just a little over 13 miles from Newmillerdam back to Worsbrough, and a few points in between. Well, I'm hungry, so I'm going to head home and get something substantial inside me. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen today in this video. If you have, then drop a comment in the comment section below, good or bad, and let me know if you've enjoyed it. And if you have, then please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.
I'll teach thee the